cactus or prickly pear, also known as hindi or karmos in Algeria. This fruit tree comes from Mexico, introduced to the Mediterranean region about 16th century. After that, they spread out to the Northern Africa since the 17th century and became a favorable fruit used as food and for healing purposes. During the 2 last decades, cactus farming has widely spread in Algeria, not only in the northern areas, were usually used as natural windbreak or to mark the boundaries of family lands. However, prickly pear can be found nowadays in abundance cultivated on a large scale across different regions, thanks to the great efforts made by the High Commission for Steppe Development.
Since 1994, the High Commission for Steppe Development worked furthermore for developing this crop in involved wilayas. Within their program, the High Commission for Steppe Development conducts planting operations in collaboration with farmers every year. Today, the cultivated area exceeds 2,600 hectares and nearly reaches 30 hectares in the east.
Since the early 19th, the High Commission for Steppe Development have been working for many projects of cactus plantation in order to cope with degradation of steppe lands due to the weather conditions, succession of drought, as well as overexploitation of natural resources in this area. Whereas this plan has been shown a great socio-economic importance. In fact, the active role of High Commission for Steppe Development grants high interest based on scientific and technical support, aims through a series of projects to face desertification and provide feedstock for cattle over the year. As a result of that, more than 3 million hectares of degraded rangeland are improved and rehabilitated in their main activity, which is ranching production in the region.
We often eat prickly pear as a fruit throughout the season, but during the period of drought and when fodder prices are high, we use it as a livestock feed.
The special adaptation of prickly pear in arid and semi-arid climate of steppe region and the quality of soil contribute effectively to its survival. Also, the high value feed unit estimated at 0.65 UF per 1 kg of dry matter and the high palatability of this plant, all those considered as important factors in the expansion of this plantation. Total cultivated area today exceeds 72,000 hectares. This result was achieved by raising awareness of farmers to adopt this crop as alternative fodder source instead of barley, especially in low output areas that hardly exceed 7 quintals per hectare in the best season, due to low of rainfall or in fallow land and mountainous regions. Production of cactus pad rates from 130 to 200 tons per year. The High Commission for Steppe Development urges farmers to practice this agriculture by supplying them with free prickly pear pad, carrying them to their holding, and providing the technical support during all plantation operations.
Previously, we were small farmers, but thanks to the supply of the High Commission for Steppe Development by providing us with free pads of prickly pear, now we are living with ease. This plant has major benefits because it protects the soil against erosion. In addition, we use it as a feed for livestock instead of the costly fodder in the rough season. We wish that this project could be developing around country. We also create this association for prickly pears producers.
من 97 بدينا إلى غاية 2007
Previously, this area was a dry and degraded land, but since 1997, thanks to God and the efforts of the High Commission for Steppe Development, which encouraged farmers to practice this culture, today, as you can see, it becomes a green paradise.
Prickly pear, with all its components, has not only considered as a super fighter against desertification or source of livestock fed. However, several medical and pharmaceutical uses proven by modern science show amazing benefit on human health. It's a really low-calorie and saturated fat substance, play an active role in controlling cholesterol level and obesity, reduce the thirst and help muscle contraction, treat indigestion, constipation and gastric acidity, address high blood pressure, and great intestinal cleaner of excess waste, and reduce bloating, abdominal pain and other gastrointestinal problems.
We already reap the fruit of the cactus for our consumption, and sometimes we dry them to conserve the fruit for a long time. We use the prickly pear also to treat asthma. It is a tip that I learned it from my grandmother. By boiling the buds to get the extract or heating and putting them on the chest or on joints to relieve pain. Moreover, they are used even as henna for hair.
All cactus part using in agro-industry sector could really build a strong investment in order to expand this cultivation through the establishment of micro-manufacturing units, creating a potential source of employment and ensuring the supply of nearby markets with the local products such as jam, juice, cake and vinegar.
I'm very interested by the prickly pear for its beneficial effects on human health. Indeed, all parts of the plant, namely its fruit, pads, and even the spines, are used to diversify local production in the nearby markets.
Cactus also contain essential oil, considered as the most expensive beauty oils in the world. It's highly appreciated natural oil, extracted from seeds of prickly pear and used for the beauty purposes and cosmetic industry since ancient time.
استفدت من طرف الكناك ولاية الطرف. هذا المشروع تاع الهندي يعيطوا له لفيك دو بربري أو التين الشوكي باللغة العربية.
I have benefited of a project within the National Fund of Employment Insurance of Atalf. This project is a micro-processing unit of prickly pear fruit. This machine sorts and grinds the fruit. Then it separates fruit from its seeds to clean and dry them to get the oil, which considered as the best oils in the world. This plant is a source of employment. Why? Because it has great benefits throughout its products, byproducts, and even its impact on environment as it's an anti-erosive plant. Being able to develop this plant in either environmental or agribusiness side could have an extraordinary future. So using all parts of prickly pear, the fruit, pulp and seeds, and you have to know that 1 liter of grain costs €100 at least. So this is plant worth gold. And we have to invest a great deal in either agriculture or research side.
Nowadays, prickly pear farming has developed across different east regions in the country, such as Khanshla, Tibessa, Soukharas, and Umbwaki, thanks to the great efforts made by the High Commission for Steppe Development. Furthermore, this plant is also considered as a raw material that enhance the youth investment and supply local markets.
جيت ندي الهندي.
I came to reap the fruits of prickly pear for living. Usually we collect around 1 quintal of fruit and we sell in on only 2 days. It's an available and provided product in the market. But there are some problems regarding to the organization of purchase and sale. So we ask the local authorities to solve them and help us financially to expand this trade.
Cactus cultivation is no longer an experience in Algeria with regard to the socio-economic impact and environment effects. Today, this plant of minimal care has shown a great value in improving fallows and degraded lands, producing actually tons of these economic products. This result strongly calls for making great efforts to support the livelihood of steppe population and creating sustainable national economy.